What's up, TikTok? It's June 15th. I currently have 17.4 miles in for the day. If you've been around here for a while, you know that on the month of my birth date, I like to get in as many miles as my birth date by my birth date, which means the 29th. So I have to get 47 miles in by the 29th. As I already stated, I have that 17.4 in right now. I'm gonna try to get 6 miles in today. If I don't get rained on or hit by lightning, I feel good. I might go for more, but the goal is right now 6 miles. So just hit mile 1, so we'll see how it happens. Mile 4 and something, don't know. Around mile 3.5, had to switch from my watch to my Strava app because my Garmin died. Now, Apple boy, don't get all excited. My Garmin didn't die because it's a Garmin, because it sucks. My Garmin died because I bought it in 2019. I used it every day. And I hadn't charged it in 2 days. I forgot. So 3 miles in, said low battery. So I switched to my Strava. So we're still tracking. I just have no idea how many miles we're at. I think we're at like 4.5 or so. I just gotta wait till she tells me. Anyhow, later. You know, it's funny. When you get to like mile 5, I don't know where I'm at. I'm on my way back and I already ran 4 miles. So anyhow, I get to mile 5 or 6. Your brain starts looking for new content to process, right? You've already had a lot of time to think and process. And speaking of what I want to talk about, if you look closely, there's a bunny. Hello, bunny. Our neighborhoods here in Northeast Cape are full of those bunnies, which is what brought me to this topic I just processed in my head. And I'm going to walk it out so you can hear me, and that is this. For young cats who want to know what the fuck is wrong with Gen X. Give you a little peek. I know a lot of people give you a little peek. Here's a little peek you probably don't know. Lucky Rabbit's Foot. You guys heard the whole tale. I think maybe it's a sticker. But no, it's not a sticker. It's not a stuffed animal. You're looking at an entire generation who can tell you what the smell of a lopped off, cleaned up, dyed purple, capped off with a keychain rabbit's foot smells like. You have an entire generation whose parents took them to the county fair, took them to a festival, and threw darts at balloons or flicked as many cigarette butts in an ashtray, whoever won. And the prize that we all loved was a real lopped off, severed rabbit's foot that was dyed the color of any color of your local barista's hair. That was the color. And the reason I say we know the smell is because we use these things. We put them on our belt loop. It was fashionable to walk around with severed rabbit's foot on your belt buckle of your Lee jeans. And you would sit in kindergarten, first grade, whatever, 5th grade, on movie day, that had the projector out, click, 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 and you'd be rubbing that little dyed rabbit's foot all over your face because it felt so great. Yeah, so that's part of the problem. We used to sit in school in rubber faces with lopped off rabbit's feet. And look how lucky we are. What's up, runners? I've seen some videos where people are asking what are some good alternatives to goos. And so if you're long distance running and you don't want to do the goos, maybe you're trying to minimize on your sugar intake and you're trying to look for a healthier alternative, a acquaintance of mine named Vinny Torridge runs a company called NSNG Foods, and he makes this great product called ultra fat nut butter. This is what you need. You can buy this on the internet. Get a big old chub pack full of them. They fit perfectly right in your run vest. They work great. So if you're looking for an alternative to goos, try ultra fat nut butter. So today is June 29th. It is my 47th birthday. And for the last, 6 or 7 years, I've been forcing myself to run as many miles in the month of June, starting on June 1st and ending on June 29th. Is that I wanted to turn that particular year, and so obviously this year the magic number is 47. However, over the last few months we have been kind of in a drought. Long start to the rainy season. Well, the rainy season has kicked in full force, and so for like the last week and a half, from the time I get off of work until like 10 o'clock at night, it's just been lightning. I don't mind rain. It's probably going to rain right now. I'm hoping it does. But I don't like lightning because, well, we live in the lightning capital world. So with that being said, I missed essentially a week worth of running. And so today is the 29th. I got 11.2 miles I got to get in, hit my goal. I've been having some sinus issues. It's the second time I ran with one of these on. First time seemed to be pretty helpful. It's actually surprising how much that stupid little spring provides air. So just cleaned out my nasal passages with some, anyhow, it's gross. But anyhow, we're gonna try to get some miles in, get these 11 miles in, and get my goal in for the day. And then get up and go to work tomorrow. So let's get started. I'm almost 5 miles in. Just stopped at the Starbucks back there. Got an espresso shot. I'm in this kind of half empty strip mall because the anchor store went out of business. And a lot of the other stores closed late at night, Sunday. So I can just kind of run through this area, get out of the wind, and just kind of kill a mile and a half down here. And then basically turn around and do a muscle same route back. And then by the time I get back in the house, I should be at 11 miles. Reach our goal. Let's see if that happens. 8.5 miles. The rain never kicked in. The wind did. I outran my lights. And I think the flashing light in the back of my vest is still flashing. I hadn't charged my headlamp or my front flashing light in a while. And they both died. So now I'm trying to stick to major actual running trails that have overhead lights. Because here in Cape Coral, as I've discussed in past videos, the residential neighborhoods don't have a lot of street lamps, to the fact where Cape Coral's ranked like on a top 15 most dangerous cities for pedestrians in the nation. There's a lot of people getting hit by cars. And so, since all my clown lights are out, I'm gonna stick to main trail. Okay, so we have a problem. I got to mile 10, and I said, whoop, 1 mile left, and we'll have 11 miles. Then I said to myself, who the fuck runs 11 miles? If you're going to run 11 miles, you might as well run 12. Right? If you're going to run 12, you might as well run 13.2, make it a half marathon. And well, that was the thing I did. So I just hit 11 miles. Instead of hanging a left to go home, I hung a right. Had 2 more miles to this thing. Anyhow, holla to them. Forgot to record my finish. I did it. I ran 13.5 miles just because I wasn't quite sure what a half marathon was because my math sucks. But no worries, it's 13.1 from when I did the Marco Island half marathon back in 2020. So anyhow, 11 miles per shot, 13.5 birthday half marathon. Anyhow, I gotta go take a ice bath and, well, relax and then go to bed. Good work tomorrow. So thanks for hanging out. Please like, subscribe, and share us with a friend. We'll see you soon for some training.